Family, what's going on? This is Chef D Night, a date night catering, with another episode of Funk Up the Flavor. So the surroundings may look a little different today. I got my cousin Aaron here. Aaron, say what's up to the folks. So I'm actually down here in Florida today. Came down to visit my family for the weekend, and so my family is gonna be all in my videos today, helping me out. So here's my little cousin Makai. Makai, say what's up to the folks. Oh, seriously? I call him Maheki. But that's my little cousin Makai. So now that I got all that out the way, man, y'all know where I'm at and know what's going on, because I know it probably is a little different, noise level different, all that. This is what happens when you're with family. So today on Funk Up the Flavor by Chef D Night, we're going to be cooking chili. So I'm going to do a real funked up version of chili. Something that you may have seen before, may have never seen before, I don't know. But I'm doing chili. So before I get into that, I do want to let you guys know, February 14th, it is going down. Finale Wine and Desserts, plus yours truly, a date night catering, will presenting a lover's kind of night. So go on Eventbrite, search for Finale, Finale, and get your tickets. Finale is going to be doing the wine, and I'll be doing the food. I'm bringing a charcuterie board with my damn delicious deviled eggs as a feature item on the charcuterie board. I'm doing a roasted gazpacho soup, Mediterranean salad, chicken paella, vegetarian paella, and a warm bread pudding with your choice of a Jack Daniel's sauce or a strawberry rosé wine puree sauce. It is going to be amazing. All right, so I'm about to come right back to you and show you how we're gonna funk up this chili today. All right, family, I'm back. So I'm, as I always do, tell you about the ingredients that are gonna go in this chili. So in my chili, this is gonna have 4 different types of beans in there. We'll start with the beans. I'm gonna have cannellini beans, black beans, and my kidney beans, both light red and dark red kidney beans. We got tomato paste, diced tomatoes. I got a pound of fresh Roma tomatoes. Yes, I got my better than bouillon beef base here. I've got about 6 cloves of chopped garlic, 2 medium onions. This is my chili powder, my chili seasoning mix right here. So I'm gonna tell you guys what's all in that in just a second. I've got my green bell pepper, and over there in the corner next to the green bell pepper is a guajillo smoked pepper. So what I've done, these peppers actually have a really mild spice level to it, like so mild that it doesn't even taste spicy. They're sweet and they add a bit of smokiness to it. Got 2 pounds of stew meat and 1 pound of ground beef here. Now in my chili mix, let me tell you what we have in here, guys. I've got salt, I've got pepper, I've got cumin, chili powder, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, and also a little bit of flour. So it's about 6 to 8 tablespoons of each one of those. So this is almost, actually it's about maybe 10 tablespoons each one of those. So this is giving me about 2 cups of seasoning here. So there's also some dry parsley in there. I did say the oregano, as well as some cayenne pepper. Now I've already got my skillet going right here. So to my skillet, cut the heat down just a little. So to my skillet, I am going to add the meat. We're just gonna add all the meat in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna brown this up, and I'm gonna season this with some of my chili mix. All right, just about a good 3-4 tablespoons of it. So once this browns up, I'm gonna pull this off, and then I'm gonna add the veggies to it. I'm gonna start with the tomatoes. So we want the tomatoes to kind of cook down a little bit. So we're gonna start by adding the fresh tomatoes to this. And once we add the fresh tomatoes, they have a chance to cook down. We'll add the onions, the peppers, I know y'all see that red wine in the back. So yes, this does have red wine in there. Then we'll incorporate everything else as well. So I'll be back to show you guys how to put this together. All right, family, welcome back. So we've browned the meat. So as you can see, the stew meat and the ground beef are both browned up. Now, to this, we're going to add 1 pound of diced or chopped Roma tomatoes. So why didn't I drain the meat? Man, you don't have to drain this meat. That's flavor. Leave all that in there. So I'm adding the tomatoes to this now because we want the tomatoes to kind of cook down a little bit. And the cool thing about these tomatoes is they actually have acid in them. So the great part about the acid is it's actually going to help tenderize this stew meat. So that's even better. Now, if you don't want to use stew meat, which is cool, what I would recommend if you like beef in your chili is buy you a chuck roast and cut it up yourself. Chuck roast tends to be a little bit more tender, don't take as long to cook, and you still get that great beef flavor in your chili. So this is a Texas style chili is what I'm making today, but I'm just adding a lot of beans to it because I love beans. All right, so now that we got the tomatoes in there, we're gonna let this go for about maybe 6 to 7 minutes. And while that is cooking, I'm also gonna add my canned diced tomatoes. Listen, there's nothing wrong with using canned tomatoes. It is not tomato seasoning. So actually using canned tomatoes is better. Why? Because they actually go ahead and cook them down for you. But I just like fresh everything if I can. So you can see how this is starting to come together and almost look like chili, and we haven't even added the beans to it yet. Oh my God, this is gonna be good. So we're gonna let this go for about 6 to 7 minutes, just to kind of start to break those tomatoes down. I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions and garlic to that. My guajillo pepper that I diced up really fine, and bell pepper. Let's go ahead and add some more chili mix. We're gonna add some red wine. Helps break down the meat, y'all. I'm telling you. I better save some so I can drink some later. I'm gonna go ahead and add my my beans. Well, actually, I'm gonna hold off on the beans. I'm sorry. We're gonna wait till the very end to add those. So we're gonna stir all this together, and we're gonna let this cook for at least 6 to 7 minutes. And then we're gonna add our beef base and about 6 cups of water to it. We're gonna bring it up to a boil, and then we're gonna just let this simmer for a couple hours, and then we're gonna have an amazing chili. All right, so I'll be right back to show you guys what it looks like once I add the beef base and the water and bring it up to a boil. So my kitchen help is back. So come on, guys, let's y'all introduce yourselves. I'm gonna get back to the recipe in just a moment. So we are.
What?
My cousin Makai said he has what?
Hot titties.
All right, family, welcome back. So I've added all of my chili spice mix to this. Added some beans a little prematurely, but y'all forgive me for that, right? So I brought this up to a roaring boil. Now the reason you want to bring this up to a boil, I put some wine in here. We got to cook that alcohol out. We don't want the kids getting drunk. All right, so now that this has been cooking for about 8 to 10 minutes now, I'm gonna go ahead and add my beans. So those are my white beans. Now I want to tell y'all about these beans. This is the brand that I prefer, is Goya. I've tried Bush's, I've tried Van Camp, I tried all kinds of beans. My Goya is my personal favorite. Now the next thing that you want to do, I just added the cannellini beans, the black beans, and then here are the red kidney beans. You want to rinse these beans, guys. The reason you want to rinse these beans is because these beans, man, they put all kinds of, sodium or salt in those things. You want to get rid of as much of that as possible. And when those beans settle, gets all that mush at the bottom, you don't want all of that in your chili. You just want to taste the bean, not all that other stuff. All right, so as you can see, we got some nice like chunks of vegetables in there. You can see the onions, the tomato, the bell pepper, the beans. So this is going to be really good. So we're going to drop this heat down a little bit to like maybe a medium. Makai, you want to help me out? Yeah, right there. And we're going to let this go for about 45 minutes to an hour. It's on a medium heat, stirring about every 10 to 15 minutes. The reason we wanted to go that long, so we can cook the stew meat or the chuck roast, whichever one you decide to use. So once this is done in about 45 minutes, I'll come back, sample it up, and let you guys know how this funked up chili is. All right, family. It's been about 45 minutes. Chili is completely cooked. So now it's time to go ahead and taste this and see what it's working with. So here's the chili. Once again, I'm in Pensacola visiting family, just in case you missed the beginning. So here we go. All right, so I put some cheese on there along with a little dollop of sour cream. That's how I like my chili. Eat it however you want. And just sprinkle some fresh parsley on there as well. So let's see what we're working with here. So remember, in this chili, we got 4 or 5 different kinds of beans in there. I've got the stew meat, also got the ground beef, all the chili seasonings, and oh man, this looks so good. Let me quit talking and eat. Let me tell y'all, this is delicious.
Good stuff.
You heard it from the kids. Very flavorful. The heat level is not that high, which is excellent. The stew meat is perfectly cooked. Has a nice bite to it, meaning that it's not just falling apart. You are going to have to chew it a little. You can really taste the cumin, the chili powder, the oregano, all the flavors of that chili seasoning mix really come through. Hold on one second. Let me take another bite. So delicious. So delicious. So listen, guys, thank you for tuning in today to another edition of Funk Up the Flavor. And don't forget, if you have absolutely no plans for February 14th, even if you do have plans, cancel them. Go to eventbrite.com, search Finale, and get your tickets for a lovers kind of night featuring myself as the culinary or expert or chef in charge for the evening. And I want to leave you guys with one final thought. The first person that you need to impress is yourself. Once you are able to do that, then that's when you will begin to realize, or your greatness will begin to materialize, and other people will see it in you. So, folks, focus on yourself, love yourself, put everything you have into living your dreams. Once again, this is Chef D Night of Date Night Catering with another episode of Funk Up the Flavor. Have a great and wonderful day.